Okay, let's see here. So, I am going to start by doing puzzles this time. Because it just is something I really should probably start doing. So, start with that, and hopefully I can actually start improving. It's already almost a mate right there. And it is. Okay. Bishop attacking my queen. They're castled. Oh. Well, that's kind of weird. It's just a checkmate. I guess I should expect that kind of thing since it's the very beginning. Hey, what's up? Thought it would be good to just start with puzzles today. Hey, it was okay. I was working with my friend Tom. I finished a bank reconciliation. Usually they go really well, but it was a little challenging today. Had some issues, made it complicated, so forth, but got it done. And yeah, so just looking forward to at least streaming this evening a little bit, and then I'll be streaming the next couple of days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Friday and Saturday. Thursday maybe a little bit in the evening, but yeah, not too bad. How was yours? Let's see. Um. Oh, that's just gonna be a mate, I guess. Yeah, I guess normal is a little better than not good, for example. It's interesting. I actually just removed one of my friends on chess.com because it was a guy that I played a couple days ago. And I told him in chat, I was like, hey, I want to play viewers, so I'm not going to give you another rematch. We'd already played one rematch. We'd played 2 or 3 games already. So I said, I want to play viewers now. If we're friends, I'll play you another time. I tried to be nice about it. So he said, fuck you, faggot. And then when I said, I don't think I want to play you anymore because I don't want to be treated that way, he just called me a faggot again. So I just removed him from my friends list and reported him for verbal abuse. I mean, it's not technically verbal because I didn't hear it, but it was written, and I'm just like, that's just ridiculous. Like, we should be able to respect each other even if we decide to disagree or whatever, but it seemed like all he wanted to do was call me names. So it's just like, I'm not offended per se, but I'm just like, there's no reason to treat anyone that way ever, and I don't have to just deal with it. So it's like, okay, not gonna do that. Let's see. Uh, wait, there we go. Yeah, I don't care particularly, but I'm sure that chess.com doesn't like it. And I don't like it, like, I'm not offended, but I know it's not good. It's better to be a good sport, better to agree to disagree and part ways if you need to. But I'm just like, I don't have to just let it happen. That's the main thing, you know? And so I'm just like, I'm just gonna end that. Might as well. I mean, the whole reason I requested him as a friend was as a favor so that we could play again later. And if he doesn't like that, then I'm not gonna bother trying to, make something happen. Jeez, that's kind of annoying. That's a good point. I always feel like if it's a bad enough position, I just resign out of respect for my opponent, but maybe it is good to not just to learn more from it. That's really cool. That's neat. And I like your perspective. I like that you want to learn from all your games and stuff. Like, I mean, I'm for that. I just don't, it's just hard to, it's like, how am I really going to learn something from this? But, I guess that is a possibility. Man, this is hard because I would like to, I don't know what to do here. Generally, I would want to move, I'd love to take, well, technically, I need to have opposition to get the checkmate. I know that's a mate, but like, I don't even know. That's weird. If I do check, then I get opposition. Wait a minute. Oh, that's already mate. Why am I? Oh yeah, the king defends those two. I don't know. I just wasn't looking at it right. Well, it's not quite, but it's going to be. I don't know. I was really trying to complicate that a little more than I needed to. You're probably right. I mean, I've heard the masters say that too. At a low level, just never resign, basically. So, they probably know what they're saying. I do feel like, that might be an area where I do need to change my perspective because I'm very much of the opinion that, if I know I'm going to lose, if I don't resign, it's almost like saying, "You're so terrible, you're probably going to lose because you're not good enough to beat me, even though you're leading by so much," or whatever. So I feel insulted sometimes, not usually, but occasionally. But I mean, but yeah, that's a really cool perspective, and that's probably more accurate since the masters talk about doing that as well. I do normally at least look for a bad rank mate. If there's no bad rank possibilities, then I'm more likely to resign, but I do at least look for that. Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't really play GMs. I mean, I mean, honestly, even playing Steve, if I lose my queen, I'm probably going to resign because he is way higher rated. But yeah, most of the people I play are not so high rated, so that makes sense. Yeah, and I understand about the GMs too. I mean, like I mentioned in the last few streams, I definitely saw. Um, exactly. Yeah, humans are definitely not perfect, but I don't know. I do feel GMs do make mistakes so infrequently sometimes that it's like it's easy to just think, what are the chances I'll get lucky enough that they'll make a mistake now? But I guess there's always that possibility. Oh, Queen, interesting. Oh, is it really just that easy? Looks like it. Yep, I know well that humans aren't perfect. I mean, I follow Jesus, and that's part of the whole situation. It's like we're not perfect, we need him, so that's why, it's easy for me to relate to that. I'm not really sure because I have 32 followers. I feel like I'm getting followers almost every day, which is amazing, and it's going a lot quicker than I expected. However, the biggest hurdle is average viewers, and I feel like I usually have I usually have at least one. If I'm counted, I definitely have that one all the time. It's definitely been better than it ever has been. But the average is going up slowly because I have had some streams with very few. Hey, what's up? Um, hey, thanks for the follow. Um, but it's really hard to say because I don't know when the average viewers is going to be up according to because it averages all my stream time within 30 days, and so it could take a while for that to actually pan out. Um, I'd like to say I'm getting pretty close, but it's hard to say for sure. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that a lot. Um, I like to play viewers a lot. I usually start by just playing a game on my own because if I happen to lose to viewers, a lot of them are lower rated. So if I happen to lose, I go down a lot, and that's part of why my rating is so low. But it's totally worth it. I just do it for fun more than anything. But there's Discord. If you do the exclamation point Discord, you can find that. And I also have done Hand and Brain a couple of times, and I want to be doing more of that. We also I played some Crazy House once, so just try to do a variety of things and have fun. So yeah, I feel like average viewer is always the hardest. I mean, I really appreciate it, Alex. I think you were on the entire time last time, which is great. I haven't had very many streams where somebody's on the entire time, and I don't expect that because people have lives and have other things, and it's a matter of several people over a period of time, and not necessarily one person being there for the whole thing. But that's really helpful because again, the requirement for affiliate is an average of 3 viewers, and that's the hardest, even above the follows. I mean, I think on my previous channel, I was doing a little bit better at getting the follow or getting the average up and not getting the followers. I never even got to 50, but I feel like I'm getting followers a lot faster this time around, and I'm not sure why. I mean, it's awesome, but I don't know. I've never gotten affiliate before, so it's really hard to say for sure, but I feel like I'm definitely getting a lot of progress. It's awesome. Hey Steve, how are you doing? Just figured I'd start with puzzles. I haven't really done that before, but I want to start doing puzzles and, hopefully I really will improve. I was watching Maurice Ashley before I got on tonight a little bit, and he just likes to do it for teaching people, so it's awesome, and was going over a crazy game, which I didn't have time to watch the whole thing, but it was it was pretty cool. So I probably want to watch some more of him when I'm not streaming myself. It's really good for that. Let's see. I don't see the knight doing anything. Oh, let's rock. Um, hmm. Wow, I don't see a lot going on here at the moment. Oh. Um. Well, the first thing I was looking at was seeing if the knight could is helping to defend a square that helps, but it doesn't seem to be. Can't give any checks right now. Can't attack anything with the knight. The rook. I mean, I can give a check, and the checks are. Oh, I see it. Check and then picking up the bishop probably is going to be the move. I'm just going to look again just because the king moved is still on a dark square, so it's got to be that. Yep. Okay. Okay, probably just check and picking up the rook. Yeah, the queen doesn't really have anything. Probably just that. Thanks. I'm glad you like that because that's part of hand and brain too. Whoever the hand is, it's good for the brain to hear what their thought process is so that they can suggest moves. And that's the way to work together because the brain technically isn't allowed to say anything, but if the hand can actually describe what they're doing, then it can help the brain say what piece to move. So kind of practicing for that as well. All right, so this dark square bishop is doing nothing on the long diagonal because the pawns are there. But it is attacking toward the king, and then the pawn is also, so it's like king is like almost mated already. And oh, that's just a mate. That's really easy. I was just trying to look at the position in more depth, but it's too easy for me to have to do that anyway. Okay, just making sure there wasn't a pin. Oh, I'm in check. I didn't even pay attention to that at all. I literally just. I wonder if it matters if I take with the king or if I take with the queen. It doesn't seem like it would. I mean, the queen is defending the rook no matter where she is, so I don't know if it makes a difference. Oh, but if I do that, I mean, the other rook could come down and pin the queen, and then I could go over there and take the rook, but, and then they could take my rook, so I think, wow, this is interesting. I feel like either way they can make me, if I take with the king, and the rook comes down, I could go up, and they could check me again, and then I could move king to f6, and they could not put me in check. That seems safer, because if I move the queen down, the rook comes down and... Well, if the rook comes down and pins the queen, it doesn't matter, because then I just have the checkmate, so it's gotta be taking with the queen. Okay, I didn't think about that being a move, but that's still a big lead. And the king can't move, so there's nothing wrong with this at all. Wow. You're right, I didn't really think it did. Let's see. Okay, I was just seeing if they might be threatening a smothered mate, but it doesn't look like there's another piece too close by to help them there. Let's see. I mean, I could give a check with the knight, but I don't see that that's going to lead to a mate or anything. And there's definitely no getting to the king with other pieces. Okay, I was just looking at my rook going in the back. Oh, I see there's, let's see, my rook on a h3. That's good, sort of, at least pointing toward the king. I don't know. Um, if I give the check, oh, that's actually really good. So check with the knight, and then no matter where they move, the rook takes the pawn and defended by the knight. So those are definitely the first two, and I'm not sure if that's quite mate, but it is actually. That's good. Okay. If I could not miss any, that would be amazing. Okay. So their castle king is completely closed. And that's too easy. Why is this one so late in the puzzles? This is just the easiest one so far, pretty much. No reason to talk about that one. Okay. So, okay, wow. Looks like, okay. Okay, that's just another really easy mate with the queen. I seriously feel like they're giving me easier puzzles. Like, it could be partly because of practice, but it feels like they've just given me really easy ones so far. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so check with the knight, and then the rook can't take because it's pinned. I'm not sure if that would even be it, but it definitely is a move. Although if I move the knight to f6 after or f3 after that, they could just take, so that's not so good. Of course, the queen could go back down there and say check, but they could block with the rook. And if I do the knight check, then they can just move away, and then I take the rook, so it's got to be that. Yeah. And I did see the bishop was defending there, so that was easy mate once I got that far. Let's see. So I could take that pawn with check using that rook there. It's almost mate already. And then but the queen is on that file, so I'm not sure how I'm going to get a mate there. Oh yeah, I see it. It's the queen G2 after that, and that's mate. These are a little bit easier than normal. Normally they go to other tactical stuff and it's not all mates. Ooh, I forgot that they could just totally get out into that area. I still feel like it has to be this. Yeah, it's still mate. They had a move I didn't see, but it doesn't matter. Okay. So they have mate in one if I don't do anything with the rook. Up to A8. And then So it's gonna have to be getting a mate or getting the rook somehow. There's, wow. I'm almost thinking of just advancing the king. There's so little other stuff going on. And if I move the king up, yeah, it looks like I don't have anything else, just pawns, rook, and king. So I must move the king up to prevent the mate, and then the bishop can take the pawn. And then maybe I just push the pawn after that. That's crazy. Okay. And then probably just pushing the pawn. That's like one of my few moves. I can't move, well, I could move the rook to a5, but that doesn't seem to do much. I didn't really see that, but it was like there was just one move each turn, so it was really easy to figure out what the next move would be. Okay, so if I move the bishop, my rook can take theirs. So maybe it's just check and then picking up the rook, probably. It's not mate because then the knight can go to f1 to block, but still winning a piece. Well, not quite, but almost. Okay, well that's probably safer, but it didn't matter that much. Okay, and then I guess just over one to prevent the queen from being an issue. I never know if they're going to make it a long series of moves or not. Sometimes I calculate too far ahead, and sometimes they just don't have me do very much. It's kind of funny. Okay. Looks pretty close to the beginning. I could castle, they already have. Their bishop is kind of doing nothing. Oh, there's light scored one too, and they're pointing toward the castle position there. There's got to be something tactical here though they can go for. It doesn't. I mean, ooh, I could attack the queen, defended by the knight. So probably bishop to e4, and then if they well, and then picking up the rook and bishop or something like that. I guess I don't see anything really good for them. They can't go to e5 because of the pawns, so that's good that they can't pin me there. Not sure if that was worth it or if it would have been better for them to move elsewhere and then I get the rook and the bishop. That seems a little weird, but maybe that was the best thing to do. I haven't drawn arrows before. Um, No, I need to look into that more. I tried to look in settings and I was having a hard time finding it, but I should look at that again and try to do that. That's probably a good idea, but I never have. Mainly just because I wasn't quite sure how, but I probably should. I'm not sure if it's good to do that or not. It's probably good for streaming and especially good for puzzles. I don't know if it's actually fair in actual games or not, but maybe it is. I mean, I don't really have a mouse. I have a mouse pad, or it's just a laptop mouse pad thing, but I can like click and hold down and drag and whatever. So, I mean, yeah, of course, I still use mouse functions. Let's see. Um, I don't think it's I don't think it's set on that. Oh, it is. That's cool. I didn't even know that. I think maybe I turned it on and didn't realize it. I thought I had tried it and I've never seen it work, but I guess I did turn it on. That's great. I'm glad it works. Let's see. They are white. So I can take the rook because they can't move the king closer. I probably have to take the rook first. But their king can't go here. Oops. Oh yeah, right click. So the king can't go there anyway right now. If the pawn goes here, then I just go here. So that works. So no reason not to take the rook first. Actually, there's no reason to take the pawn. I can just push. Okay. That's really cool. I'm glad you pointed that out. I thought I'd maybe turned it on, but I just remember trying it and it not working, and I don't know why because apparently it's on, so that's great. That's really good as a streamer. I saw people using the arrows during PogChamps, so I'm really glad that it worked. Okay, so they're about to queen. Um, so that means there's probably a mate. Otherwise, oh, well, the bishop is kind of the problem here. I would love to have the queen take the rook, but that doesn't work. I feel like there has to be a mate, or, well, yeah, because if they get a queen, it's checkmate almost, except that the bishop can block on g1. Yeah, that's how people do it on stream. I actually saw that. I saw people do it. That's how I learned that arrows actually existed. I thought that's what you were talking about. But yeah, apparently I turned it on and I tried it and it didn't work, but that's awesome. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm using. That otherwise I couldn't have done it. I'm just glad it worked. I'm glad I tried it again. So I don't see anything right now. Um, I don't see anything that's going to stop them from getting a queen. But I mean, if their queen wasn't there, I'd do. Oops, I forgot it's right. So if the queen wasn't there, I'd go here. That would be nice. Oh, my rook is on the e-file. That probably is part of this. Wait a minute. So queen takes, bishop takes, and then bishop takes, check, and then bishop blocks, and then rook here, checkmate. That's it. I hope I can remember all that. That's kind of hard. Oops. What? Was that wrong? Oh my goodness. I have to look at that later. I thought I had it. I calculated the whole thing. And apparently that was wrong. I can't believe it. It may not have quite been mate, but if it wasn't, it was really close, and it had to be something forcing. Because they were about to get a queen, and it would have been checkmate also. I definitely want to look at that one later. Oh man. Okay. I was hoping I could just not get any wrong that time, but oh well. Wow. Not seeing anything here yet. Nothing's catching my eye. Queen and bishop are being blocked by the pawn. My rook on h2 looks a little bit weird. I mean, the knight could take the bishop, but it's not really doing much. Doesn't look like there's a lot going on here so far. Bishop could take knight, but that doesn't seem particularly useful. I mean, if I could... Huh. Wow. This is a little bit weird. I really don't see anything here. I mean, these two that don't look very good. Here and here. Those don't look very good. The bishop is guarding the check. And I don't know. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to looking at that after the fact because I feel like it may not have quite been mate, but I feel like if it wasn't, it was super close. Actually, it wouldn't have been mate because the rook was in the back, so the king still would have been able to go to g7, I think, because I believe my bishop gets captured, so there might have been that move, but I thought I calculated everything. Apparently, I missed something major at the very beginning of the sequence, which is really sad. Like, I might make a wrong move within the sequence, but it's sad that the move I got wrong was the very first one. Okay, so the other thing is, okay, I guess, okay, it's just, I think it's just winning a piece. It's probably, oops. So this, and then, I don't know if they would take with the knight or the bishop, but let's just say they take with the knight. So there, and there, and here, check. And then they move the king. And then let's just say, hypothetically, after they move the king, I go here, and they go here. So something like that, maybe. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe there's a more effective one. In that case, I mean, I'd be really curious to see what the first move is. It seems like queen captures has to be because that is forcing, that does produce a check, and the knight didn't produce a check. Nothing else was even close to the king. Like, that sure looks like a position where there wasn't going to be any. That just seems like a really obvious first move. So I'm really curious to see what the right one is because it seemed like there weren't very many options at all, given that they were going to promote to a queen and it was going to be almost checkmate. Like, yeah, the bishop was able to block the mate, so it wasn't, but like, do I really want to give them a queen? Probably not. Okay, so there's not very much here. Rook and pawn. Oh, I have my pawn two away. Oh, I see. So the. So if I go here, they can't go with the rook. They can't go here, really, because I have another pawn. Oh wait, they're only one pawn. They're only a pawn away. They're a move away from queening, actually. So that's probably not even that relevant. Let's see. I'm definitely more inclined to stop them from making. Well, here, here, and then rook here, rook here, and then king here, and then their rook here. Oops. And then pawn here. And my king is here. I don't know what they would do at this point. They don't really have a move at this point that's helpful. So let's just say a waiting move like rook here. And then queen right there. And then rook takes queen. And then king takes queen. And then I still have another. But then their king is still up here, and they would be able to take this pawn, so that would be a draw. So this has to be wrong because it's probably winning for white. But I just can't calculate all that, I guess. I have no idea. um. Oh, whoops. You're right. You're right. I'm black. I can't believe that. I knew that because they moved the white king. I should. Oh my gosh, you're totally right. I'm black. I can't believe that. Well, I guess that just makes me feel really good knowing that white can't win, I guess. And I guess it was a decent practice even though I was wrong. I'm really glad that I did that though because that was a lot of moves. Okay, so it looks like getting the queen would be the first obvious move. Um, because it is a check. But is it obvious where they would move to, I guess? Oh, wait a second. That's unnecessary. It's a mate. It's just checkmate right there. The king defends those two. The pawns are a distraction. They're not even necessary. What? No way. Really? How is that wrong? Was there supposed to be some hint where it says what I'm supposed to do, or was that not a mate? The king was in the corner. I don't think they could have moved it out, but maybe they. Oh, they could. They could have moved to Was that H2? They could have moved to H2. The rook was defending that, and then it wasn't when I went in the back. So I totally messed that up. I definitely want to get it right because that was. Oh my gosh. Oh well. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Well, I normally get 3 wrong, so that was only my second one. So I guess that made sense that would happen. Okay, if the bishop moves, it's a discovered check. So okay, I can't give a check right now. Looks like so. Rook takes. Queen check. That would just result in a mate because if the rook takes, it's no longer here to block the check, so that's not good. Hmm. And the knight defends the rook, so that means the queen is free. I could have one of those pieces moved if I want. Knight doesn't really have any good squares. I could attack the queen and the bishop. But of course, if the bishop goes anywhere, I'm in check, so that's kind of scary. Of course, the king can't move. King g3. I would almost like to do. It's just too bad they have another rook in the back, and obviously the queen is kind of an issue too. Although since the queen and rook aren't together, that helps. Oh, I actually have the rook in the back. I totally was ignoring the rook on h8, so that helps a little bit. So I can ignore the queen check after all. Okay. So let's do that like I was going to. Looks like that could just be a piece. They can't do the check. And if they take with their rook, then they just lose a rook. Well, if I take with the king, they can. Let's see. So that may still be kind of dangerous. They take with rook. I take it with king. And then check. Seems like that could work out okay. But I'm not exactly sure how that would all play out. Well, oh yeah. Okay, just making sure the queens weren't pointed at each other. I didn't think so. Can I really just take that? That looks a little bit scary, but I probably have to, right? Yep. Yeah, and they're not lined up on the file, so this works. The queen and rook are both defending c8, so I'm not worried about that. And then they're still not lined up, so the corner's fine. Wow, that's crazy though. Okay. Okay. Wow, where is there? Oh wow, the king is like totally out in the middle. That's kind of funny. Wow, this is weird. But if I just do... Oh, I can't do the rook check because there's a pawn on d4. That king is really safe for being in the very middle of the board like that. It's crazy. Wow. Okay. I don't see anything here at all. I don't see... I mean, I could take the rook. And they take with the pawn. But, like, that's totally normal. Doesn't seem like a puzzle to me. Oh, the bishop. I was ignoring the fact the bishop is down there. So maybe I do... I totally ignored the bishop. Okay. That could be helpful. So there. There. Check. And those have to be right because that keeps the king out. And can't go there. Can't go there. Oh, that's actually... It's almost mate. Can't go here or here because of the queen. And the pawn is also on e5. That's so close to mate, though. How is that not mate? It should be. It looks like they can still go to D. It looks like they can still go to e6, but that's really confusing because it seemed, I thought they would. Oh, and then I moved the rook over, and they have nothing to block with, so that has to be it. Oh my gosh, I hope I can remember this. I'm kind of already forgetting what. Wait a minute. I can't believe it. I totally forgot what the move is. Um, oh my gosh. I mean, I thought I calculated, I thought I did it, but I don't even remember. And the whole point of the bishop attacking there is so that they can't go backward. But, like, my bishop's gone. I saw they were going to take that. Like, what? Um, wow, I guess I didn't have anything here. Um, Wow. I can't move the queen close to the king, and I'd have to be moving the queen straight across. I mean, the only other way to get on the same diagonal is h2, and that can't be right. Jeez. I mean, I could do queen c5, check, and take the queen. It's probably just that, honestly. But I don't know what I thought I was calculating earlier because that didn't work because they ended up just taking the bishop, so I don't know what I was thinking there. Let's see. Back rank could be an issue, except the rook isn't pinned, so that's too bad. Ooh, very interesting. I don't, man, I don't like this. Oh wait, that's check. Oops. I'm glad I can't move their pieces, so I forgot to right click. Oh wait, if I did that, they could take my queen. I'd take... Oh wait, they're in check, so that's... Okay, so they're in check. They probably wouldn't take with the rook, would they, though? That can't possibly be good. I have no idea what they would even do in this position, to be honest, even if I do move the knight there. Actually, it might be better if I do knight here, because that way, if they take with the queen, they could just pick up the rook and have almost mate, and if they take with the pawn, that's the more interesting move. What? Oops, I don't know what I did there. Accident. That wasn't trying to do that. So we went here, and then here is probably best. Then here, here, and here. So it's probably just winning a rook. I think if I did it the other way, it's not going to work. Oops. I need to get used to moving these because still getting used to even using the arrows at all. Never done it before. There we go. Alright. Looks like I can just take that. Nope. The king is right there. I just hadn't looked at anything else yet, so okay. Interesting. Okay. Oh, this is just winning a piece, I guess. Especially since I'm white. If they take that back, there's no way they catch my pawn, so that's easy. Okay. I would be inclined to trade rooks and then or get theirs for free. Yep. All right. I wish it showed the pieces at the top and the bottom so that you could count material before each puzzle. I think that would be kind of cool. Okay. Ooh. So that knight is, or that rook is pretty well defended. So, but it looks like they already have a huge material. No, never mind. Maybe not. See, I've got the rook and queen here. Let's see. Ooh, I can take their rook in the back rank with the queen. I don't know if that's gonna come in at some point. It doesn't. This is tough. Do that. This might actually be right, but I doubt it because they can block with the queen. Wait a minute. Oh, that is right. Because then my rook can take and it's checkmate. I just want to make sure I remember this order right. It's check, so they have to do this. Wait a minute. But it's still not mate, actually, because I've already lost my queen, and if I take there, then the king can take. I didn't even think about that, so really, that still doesn't work. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, so queen takes, rook takes. Oh, no, queen blocks, and then the rook and queen are on the same area there, so that's fine. That is good. I just keep second guessing myself, but it has to be this. Okay. Yeah, I think it was like 5, but they didn't have me finish. I saw the whole thing, but I just kept second guessing myself, but it was correct, I think. Unfortunately, they stopped before the mate happened. Let's see. So they just left the back rank available, which is nice. But it kind of doesn't look like I have much of an attack going yet. Hmm. Wow. This doesn't look like there's anything going on. I could do check with the knight and lose my knight. Or I could do check with the rook and they could just attack my rook with the king. So I could do the oops. Ah, here we go. I could do this, and they could do this. And that's diagonal from the knight too, so the knight couldn't attack it for a while. So that's not very good. There's nothing in this position at all. My back rank is clear, so I don't really have any threats to worry about. I could take the bishop with the rook, and then, oh, yeah, that's actually it. Oops. There we go. Yeah, I wonder, I'm really interested to, like, I wonder if I should use them in my actual games. Like, it might be really helpful, but I also feel like I don't know if it's technically cheating, but I guess anyone can do it, so maybe I should start doing it. Although a lot of my thinking happens during their turn, too, so we'll see. But yeah, I might. Ooh, interesting. Oh, they're white, so I'm black. That's good to know. I was thinking it might be the other way around. Their king looks super safe to me, honestly. Hmm. And wow, they have two queens? That's really scary looking. So, seems like it has to be something pretty forcing, whatever it is. Because the queens are going to be an issue for me. Whoops, can't do that yet. Here, and then maybe to mess up the coordination here. I don't know, really, for sure. And then if I take with the bishop, it's not even check. And then queen here. So it's not on the same diagonal as theirs. Pawn up, that's just mate automatically because I bring the... Oh shoot, I shouldn't have done it because it made the arrows go away. I don't really know. I'm just going to go for it. Okay, so they went to the other one. I was just thinking here, if I do this, the bishop can take and it's check. And then the pawn takes, and then I could have a mate. That's probably actually it. Because they're going to have two pawns there. That's why I was thinking they might go to the other square. I'm not sure if that would be any better, but it seems like it might be. Okay, moving was probably better than taking there. Now what? Oh. But if I let them take the bishop, don't they just get out? Seems like they might. I mean... Oops, I tried to right click, but it didn't let me. Here. Here. Oh yeah, and then the rook. That's good. Oh yeah, of course. I wouldn't use an engine. This isn't an engine. This is just to help you think visually or whatever. I still don't know if it's a good idea. I don't know how many people actually do that. Um, I don't know. Like, I've seen it on PogChamps. I've seen people use arrows, and they actually like that because then you can kind of see what they're thinking. Like, if they're talking about what they're doing, that's great too. So it's probably okay to do this during a real game. I don't know, and everyone could do it. It's just they may not know about it. So I think that kind of makes it fair too, because technically anyone could do that during their games. And on stream, I know people do it because I've seen it a decent amount. Okay, so the bishops are facing each other. See that. Their knight is pinned to the king. That's cool. Um, hmm. Wow. What? I was trying to see if I had like a knight move, but there's only one somewhat decent knight move, I think. That like there is kind of an okay move, but it doesn't do anything yet. I mean, it does set up this, but I feel like there'd be something more concrete than a move that sets up a good move. So maybe that's not right. They could take bishop, I could take with the rook, and then do I move to that, or do they just I don't that's weird. I'm not sure. I guess I just go for it. And then I can pick up the bishop later. Yep. I was talking about the puzzles. Yeah, I was yeah. Okay, yeah, I was talking um yeah, I guess I was talking about arrows. Made yeah. Man, I am glad you mentioned the arrows. Apparently I turned them on and I didn't realize it. Sorry, I'm really confused. At first I thought we were talking about real game or I don't know. Never mind. I'm not sure. What exactly were you referring to? Then maybe I can clarify. I mostly I don't know. I'm not sure anymore either. Let's see. Ooh, interesting. Wow, this is weird. I don't know. I think I was mostly talking about arrows because just the fact I've never used them, stuff like that. Right before you started saying that, you were just talking about how if you use an engine in a real game, it's cheating. So the next thing didn't seem to relate to that. So I guess I was confused as to exactly what you were referring to. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Um, I just wanted to clarify if I could, but it's probably not a big deal. This is a really weird position. I feel like the rook on each one isn't doing anything at all. Hmm. This is so weird. Oh man. So, hmm. I don't. Oh, let me see. And the bishop defends. That's really easy. So that's mate. I'm a little surprised it was that easy. That was really easy. Okay. Let's see. Sounds good. This is only the first set of 10. It's just taking way longer than I thought. Mostly just because of chat, but I would love to play after this. Okay. Knight can. Wait. Looks like the bishop isn't doing anything in particular there. Oh, I'm in check. Duh. I was just looking toward me first before I started looking away from me, and I see I'm in check, so that's pretty easy, I guess. Um. Ooh. Wow, this is kind of sad. I feel like I have to give away my rook here, which is not ideal. Maybe not. Maybe I can go here. I guess technically I'm not in. Oh, that does keep it defended, so I like that, I guess. I'm not going to try to calculate this all out. It should be pretty straightforward. Okay, now maybe I do need to. So I'm really close to mate here. Uh, wow, that is really close to mate. Um, here. And then here. That works for them. Um, oh, it's just winning the queen, I guess, probably. I'm pretty sure they only give you 10, but I feel like I've done more than that, but I'm not sure. I don't know if it shows which one you're on. It probably does. I think I'll just make it full screen so I can see. Oh, I'm sorry. I somehow set it on something else where I'm just doing a ton in a row. So, we can stop. Um, I didn't realize. I thought it was just set to do 10 and you do every 10. I didn't realize it was going to keep going. So we can go and do something else, but I do want to go back and look at that one. I'm really glad that I checked. Uh, is this it or I don't think no, this isn't it. I don't think we had any queens on the board. Wow, I did pretty well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, okay, I did way more than I intended to. I'll look at chat again in a minute. I'm trying to click on this, but I wonder if I have to stop it somehow or huh. Oh, okay. I I feel like the last couple times I did it, it just gave me 10, and then it gave me a chance to play again. But that is cool. I mean, I must have improved because I've only gotten 2 wrong up to this point, so that's pretty cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I had no idea I did that many, but that's really cool. Well, I do have like over 20 years of experience on my side in terms of playing chess. I don't know how much that accounts for anything, but it probably helps at least a little bit. I just don't want you to feel too bad because, yeah, I've never done puzzles. I'm only going to start doing them because Steve was saying so and he's so much higher rated, and it's just like I want to listen to people that are better than I am. But, yeah, I'm sure the experience accounts for something. We can play now. I only intended to do 10 or 20. I didn't realize I'd done as many as I did. And Steve already said the answer to the one, so as much as I wanted to look at it again, it's not a big deal. I'm sure you'll improve. I don't remember when you said you started, but I feel like you started pretty recently. I mean, I'm glad it did it that way. I'm really grateful that they had me that it was like every 10, uh, or that it just kept going until I got 3 wrong. Honestly, I feel like I always got 3 wrong fairly quickly, so that's probably why. But who knows? Maybe I can start actually, getting my rating back up where it belongs. Okay. Oh, I'm going to stroll this a little bit. I have to admit, though, I feel like there were a lot more really easy ones than we'd had previously, so I'm not really sure why. Huh. Maybe I should just do this. Okay, so it's definitely planning on that. Ooh, good move. I didn't think about that. I'm not sure if I would have won a piece because if I took with bishop and he took with bishop and I take with queen and he takes with queen and I don't want a piece. Unfortunately, my knight isn't there. I mean, my rook is here now, but no, I don't think I would have actually won a piece. As nice as that would have been. But at least it helps me develop because his knight gets out of my position. It's now defending the other knight, and it just develops my last piece, and the rooks are connected. So I would say that was to my advantage, even though it wasn't as good as we had hoped. Yep. I see why you say that. I thought so too at first, but that was a really good maneuver where I actually didn't win a piece. Oh, well, this is almost good, but I don't quite. It's not as good as I'd hoped. Oh, I can just do that. Maybe, if I have to. I'm not going to say any of my plans because he's good enough without me giving him any ideas. Okay, I like that. I just didn't want the rook to be totally open because I take with a pawn, but this... Okay, but if I take, knight takes, I don't know if that's really great for me. I mean, I will be able to... I could take two pawns in front of the king, so it's probably... Oh, interesting. I think this is actually okay. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. But see, it's really making me work hard. I feel like my king is way safer potentially, and the attack hasn't really started against my king, and yet it's still going to take some work to actually find a mate here. Let's see. That might be good for me, but I'm not sure. I'll have to calculate this a little bit. Um, can't do that. Hmm. There. I like that because that's not even in the game yet. That's okay. That's okay. I like this. Oops. That's great. Well, that's good. That probably just means it's a good game if it's going both ways. That's great. Yeah, sorry, Alex. I wish I could describe what I'm thinking, but I don't want to give him any hints. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. That's really disappointing. Okay. So, I hate to do this, but I think I probably need to do this first. I'm not too worried about anything in particular yet, but this is probably a good next step. He's good enough without me verbalizing my ideas for him to know. But I wish I could let you know what's going on since, I mean, in case you're not seeing some of what I am. I mean, if I'm in PogChamps, for example, I probably will talk a lot about my moves during that. I think that's probably fine. I think the the opponents aren't allowed to watch each other's streams, so it would probably be okay in that context. Or playing against any random person online. But yeah, when I'm playing viewers, I kind of have to be quiet. Ooh, I didn't think about that. Oh well, it's fine. Okay. Ooh, that's a good move. How do you do that? Wait. Let's see. That's a really good move. I'm a little surprised I didn't, see. Go there, goes there. Or, what if I went there? I take it with knight. Can't go there. Could go there or there. They defend each other. This is not the worst thing. Of course, knight takes. Knight takes. Bishop takes. I had a feeling that's where he was gonna go. Let's see. I go there. Takes knight. Can't take knight. Wait. Oh my gosh. Um, if I drew arrows, would you be able to see them? I probably should just not do it. I have a feeling it's only on my screen, but if you're watching the stream, then you would see them. Let's see. I got there. I don't even know what you would do next. That's the problem. Yeah. I just wasn't sure if he was watching while he was playing or not. Okay, I won't do it. I had a feeling that was the case. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. I go there. I don't feel like anything's under attack there. That takes. I go there. Rook. Well, I'm just gonna not draw arrows just to make sure. It's probably. I mean, it's partly for Alex's benefit too, but it was also just I was trying to calculate a lot in this position, and I'm still not quite sure if it's good, but I'm gonna do this anyway. Hey, what's up? Okay, let's see. Wait, queen, rook takes. What? Oh my gosh! I should have looked. I can't believe I didn't realize the queen was defending there. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done that. Oh my gosh! I saw a lot, but not quite everything. Oh man, I should have gone over it again. I went over it a lot before I started playing out the moves, and I should have just gone over it again because I missed that. I saw almost everything except that one move. Oh my god. But I guess it was worth it because if it had worked, a queen sacrifice is always fun to be able to do. Oh man. Oh well, that's okay. That was a good game. It's just that combination didn't work out, but it's fine. But I normally don't try to calculate that far ahead anyway. I was I went a lot further than that. I just missed that along the way. Yeah, and the knights were defending each other. My queen was down there as well. Like I wasn't that worried about the knight being captured. I mean, but again, I was just trying something that ended up not working. So, oh well. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Don't really. I feel like I kind of messed that up a little bit. Let's see. Probably wants to do that. Shoot. That's alright. I probably should have used arrows for that last round of calculations because it was the kind of position where if I had been right, I would have been winning anyway, and if I was wrong, it was a big loss, and that's exactly what happened. So since I resigned right after anyway, I think it's the kind of thing where I needed to just win it or not. So maybe it was worth doing the arrows there probably. And if I had been, I probably would have actually realized the queen could take there, but it's okay. Oh, jeez. There's a bunch of notifications in Discord that I haven't looked at. I'll do that later. I was just making sure there was no one in the waiting room. Yeah, it seems like once people started doing PogChamps, it got more popular, and a lot of people just started learning within the last few months here, it feels like. A lot of people probably don't have an ELO. If you've never been in the Federation, I guess you wouldn't necessarily have one. Like, I played years ago, and if I'd just, been in club and stuff, I never would have had one. It's like your rating. So, like, if you're in the U.S. Chess Federation or something, and of course, everyone who's on Chess.com has Chess.com ratings for different time controls, that kind of thing. Okay. I should probably not watch chat, to be honest. Um, let's see. Wow. I could go there. Do I still have that, or did I trade that off? I think I traded it away already. Shoot, I did. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. Ooh, I don't know if I should have done that actually. Hmm. And honestly, my rating is 1170, or sorry, 1197, but it's really bad because, I mean, it's probably not accurate because I only played 25 games and my first several games were against people that were really good. So, like, if I'd been playing people closer to my level, I would have won more, and there's a better chance that things would have been different. So, yeah, I feel like it's pretty easy for things to not be as clear as, I mean, it's hard to know exactly what it should be. Okay, let's see. Hmm, that makes sense. I should have guessed that would happen. Might, I guess I kind of should just do that. Oh well, fine. That's a pretty good score for my knight. Hmm. Wow. I feel I'm so nervous. This is so hard. Okay, let's try this. No, that's not good. Wow. Look at there. Man, I really need to start moving. This is. Oh, I forgot to even scroll down earlier. This. I'm so nervous. I could lose on time if I don't start moving. I know I have a decent amount, but the whole game is going to take work probably, so I really don't feel like I can just do nothing. Wow, I can't believe I wasn't even thinking about that. I think I kind of saw it and then forgot about it or something. I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm probably just in trouble now, no matter what. So I don't. It doesn't matter what I do at this point. Let's see. Oh, duh. I knew that. Well, it's just falling apart now. I don't know what's wrong with me. That was really sad. It's annoying that one mistake is just the end of the game. Oh well. That's sad. I get so worn out playing amazing people. It's it's amazing. I don't know what to think. That was exhausting. I think anytime we're castled on the same side of the board, my chances are way slimmer because it's just hard to have an obvious attack. I was hoping the rook on the seven or rook on the second rank would be helpful, but I couldn't get anything going. I should have probably, well, I would have ignored the rook, maybe, and gone with an attacking idea, but since the queen was also under attack, I had to move that anyways, so there was just nothing I could do. Oh, I. Okay. Let's see. Oh no, I didn't say it was. I understand that once I made one mistake, the rest of the position started to fall apart. It's not that I played terribly, it's just that everything was so connected that once one piece fell, it was easy for everything else to fall apart. I'm not saying I played badly. It was really the queen that I missed. I saw that your knight could take that pawn. Well, I saw that I could advance the pawn and attack the knight, and I should have realized, oh yeah, the knight can just take. But yeah, that was the main move I missed. But yeah, that not seeing that kind of allowed everything else to fall apart. Well, thanks. I appreciate it, and I understand. Like I said, I'm not criticizing myself. I understand it was a positional thing where once the one piece fell, everything else was just, you know, it was way too connected to where once there was one problem, it would just fall apart. So I get it. It was fine. I'm just really disappointed about game one. I wish I just calculated that one a little bit more. Like, I don't know if I would have won, but if I had just seen that the queen was defending that square, then I would have. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what I would have done, but I had a really cool tactical line, but there was just that one piece that made it not work. It's like, it's fine. I'm not disappointed in myself. It's just it would have been really cool if it had worked out. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's hard to tell if I'm doing really well or not because especially the fact that even when I feel like I'm not making mistakes, I still lose to really low rated players at times just because I'm not very good at end games, and so once it gets to that point, if we stay even the whole rest of the game, it can fall apart. But maybe the puzzles will really come through and I'll start doing better and actually go up a little bit. And honestly, I'm already higher. I mean, I was like, a thousand. I was quite a bit lower, a few days ago. So I'm already 1,053, and I feel like, when I play people that are closer to my rating, it'll be a lot of improvement. All right, cool. Thanks. Really enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Awesome. It's really great to, have at least one person that's way higher. It's a good opportunity to learn. So I love it. Yeah, the only reason I know his name is Steve is because I met him on YouTube and he has his name there, so that's how I know. So if you remember, um, that's it. But it's just from YouTube. If it was just a Twitch name, I wouldn't know. Let's see. Uh, would you like to play, or were the two of you gonna play? Because I know you offered um, to play him, so you can do that if you want, or we can play, or I'd be willing to just play a regular 30-minute game also. Definitely ready for a lower rating though. He was 744 when I first played him, and I don't know if he's played anybody else, but I did beat him one game, and so that gave me a chance to knock him down a little bit. But he's amazing. He's really good. I've only won one game against him so far, and great opportunity to learn. So I'd be up for playing either one of you guys, or I'll just do a 30-minute game if there's nobody that wants to right now. Okay, no problem. That's totally cool. And I do try to stream almost every day, so if it's not today, it can be another day. Might not on Thursday. I won't be on Sunday, probably, but um, I try to stream almost every day, at least a little bit. So if it's not tonight, it can definitely be another time. I was kind of hoping they would do the Traxler, but or the fried liver, so I could do Traxler, but it looks like they are not going for that, which is kind of sad. I do it with Aeonic Mystic a lot, but we play each other so many times. So it's like I kind of want to do it against somebody different and see if they mess it up. Mess it up. I used to really be afraid of the fried liver, but not anymore. It was one of my least favorite openings to play against for a long time, unless until I watched Gotham Chess and discovered, hey, I can just um, do the Traxler and then it can be pretty good. However, the way to make that work well is if they take with the knight and then you have responses. But if they take with the bishop, you just have to move the king because it's right up against the king. So if, at the very least, you lose your right to castle, and I'm just like, do I really want that? So like, Eonic Mystic would always take with the knight. And it's like that's good. That's better for me to play the Traxler and not be at a big disadvantage. But if he had taken with the um, but if you take with the bishop, I don't think that's necessarily very good for white or very good for black. Sorry. So it's really, I'm not honestly sure what to think about it. Okay, let's see. Jeez, this is so hard. I don't know what to think. Actually, I can just move the pawn forward. I don't necessarily need to move the knight right now. In fact, that seems pretty decent. Yeah, I guess I had a feeling they might go there. That's pretty annoying, to be honest. I need to castle, but I just won't. Oh well. I had a feeling they might do that. Huh. I'm not sure if I totally understand that, but it might be kind of decent because um, okay. That's interesting. I'm not honestly sure if that's good for them, but it might be. Maybe they didn't realize that my knight could take. Either that or that's just a pawn, so I think I'm going to castle just to make sure that nothing really bad happens. Okay. Ooh, that's actually a pretty decent move. I wasn't really thinking about that. Okay, if I move the knight there, the queen can just take. So that's not very helpful. I guess I should just move the rook. As much as I kind of don't really want to do that. Maybe here, just in case the queen moves. To add another defender, although the knight's defending the bishop as well, but this gives me flexibility if nothing else. Hey, what's up? Yeah, we can play after this one if you want. Ooh, interesting. That complicates things a little bit since I don't have a light squared bishop. Shoot. What next? I wonder if, well, this is hard. Maybe I should bring my other rook in for now. Alright, sounds good. So you can send me a friend request or whatever, or you can just challenge me. I can do 10 minutes. Uh, I can do slower, but I try not to do much faster than that usually because I'm just not too fast and I like to have a good balance. So. Are you talking about this game? I don't remember if the queen was attacked with the knight or not in this one. Um, yeah, it was. Um, let's see. Um, yeah, a5. I'm not sure if the bishop was there yet. Maybe it wasn't. Um, and I'm not sure if that would have helped me or not. It seems like it's kind of far away from everything, but again, the position may be quite different than it was back then, so I'm not really sure. Yep, sure is. Interesting. They kind of sacrificed a knight for a pawn earlier, um, and now, and then they got another pawn, and I don't know what's going to happen here. Okay, so they're just defending that pawn with a knight. That is a move, I suppose. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to get aggressive. I don't feel like they have, well, okay, there's no pin. This is risky opening up my king potentially, but it it looks like they want that pawn, so I like the idea of taking it away from them. Alright, cool, thanks. I will accept that and send you a challenge after this game is over. Hey, sorry, Alex. I don't know if you see yet or not, but I have a couple guys on YouTube that I'm talking to. The one I want to play and another one that just got on. So that's it. That's one of the things, and I should probably explain it every stream. People that have followed me for a long time will learn this, but because I'm using Restream, I have the Restream chat open, so I get messages from YouTube and messages from Twitch. And people on YouTube aren't going to see the Twitch messages, and people on Twitch aren't going to see the YouTube messages. So it goes both ways. So I should just explain that periodically, that that's what's going on for anyone new or anyone who's forgotten. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay. Nice. Well, it still shows you that it's Twitch chat, and it lets me know where people are when they are chatting, so I know where you're watching from, at least according to chat. But yeah, if you happen to have both open, that's totally fine too, obviously. Yeah, so Restream is a platform that allows you to stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. There are other platforms too. If you happen to pay for the subscription, you're able to stream to Facebook and like more than two platforms at a time. So that's how that works. Yeah, if I can figure out how everyone can see both, that might be better, but it may not matter anyway because I think once I become an affiliate with Twitch, I'm probably going to stop on YouTube anyway. I'm not sure if I'll have to do that, but I might have to. I know some partner contracts and affiliate contracts only allow them to stream to Twitch and not other places. Yeah, I didn't know about RestreamBot. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm streaming right now is chess, and so yeah, I'm doing it every day now, almost. Not quite, but almost. I try to I skip every other Sunday because I get together with my family, and I just like to take a day off now and then. And then Thursday I may or may not do it. I'm not sure yet. And um, so I'm not. Uh, and then sometimes it's just evening, like today, because I worked with a friend of mine doing bookkeeping today, so I ended up not streaming this afternoon. But I usually try to do afternoons and evenings. Huh. I don't know. This probably wouldn't be worth it. I almost want to take the knight and take the rug because I'm already up a little bit. They got a couple pawns for a piece, but if I do that, they will have queen, bishop, rook, and I will have two knights, bishop, two rooks. I don't know if it's worth it. It might be. This is hard. Hmm. Or I guess I can't do that. I was thinking of taking the knight with the queen, and the rook is undefended, but I don't have anything else attacking the rook, so that doesn't work either. I don't know if I should do this. I don't know what to do here. Hmm. I go there. Yeah, there's no reason to sacrifice here necessarily. Although I also feel like my knight is pretty much hanging now. If I move, they take with bishop, I take with bishop, they take with rook. So that's not good either. I'm just going to go down here, it looks like. Um, it is on, I think it is on OBS. It is full screen on OBS. So, um, so like on Twitch, it's probably full screen. The reason is, I have the chessboard on half the screen, and I have my chat on the other half. I'm using a laptop, so it doesn't show. So I have to have everything on one screen, and I set it up nicely in OBS to look better on Twitch, but I guess that doesn't necessarily work with YouTube. I'm not sure if there's a good way. I don't know if there's a way to like format in YouTube to where it'll fit better, but I'm not really sure what to do about that. I haven't actually looked at YouTube. Twitch is a total focus. YouTube is literally just for me to get more eyes on what I do, but Twitch is probably set up a little bit better than YouTube is generally. So I'm not exactly sure what to do about that, if anything. Man, this is hard. I don't know what to do here. Hmm. Probably have to give away the night. Huh. Look at there. They definitely would take that. Oh, I could do that. No, that's not good. Wow, this. I might have to quit here. I don't really want to, but I feel like I don't have any good moves at all. Oh, sure, go ahead. Did you? I don't think I saw that. Did you send me a Twitch message or did you send me something in Discord? Huh. All right, cool. Sounds good. Thanks. I will check it out after this. I did notice I had like 4 notifications, and so I was thinking after stream I really need to go look at those. Let's see. Okay, I should just do something. I don't think I have a good move. What was I? Oh yeah, I was gonna take the knight and just do a bit of trading. It's probably not good, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Since I already had a bit of a lead, this might be okay. No, you should totally check it out. I mean, I appreciate when people stay for as long as they do or whatever, but there's never like you're totally free to check out other streamers and do other things. I'm certainly not the only one out there. Yeah, and tell them congratulations for me. That's really cool. I've heard a lot of people just don't make it or whatever, so it's always great to hear of somebody doing that. Whoa, okay. That kind of makes sense, I guess. Let's see. So they take my rook. I take their rook. Oh my gosh. How could I have missed that? That's ridiculous. Uh, that's like, oh my gosh. Whoa, shoot. Just a sec. Uh, Yeah, I appreciate that a lot, Alex. I think you're here more than anybody else, so that's awesome. It's like, and I'm sure the more people that are following me, the more likely it is that, there will be others who will or won't or whatever. And people have been so gracious. I love it when people are like, I'm sorry, but I have to go or something like that. It's like, there's no need to be sorry. Like, it's great in a way. I mean, I appreciate that, but like, I know there's real life. I know there's other streams. I know there's a lot more than me out there. So I never want people to feel like they should be here. Just be here if you want to be here, or if you don't have anywhere else to be. That's awesome. But like, I'm never going to feel bad if someone wants to do something different. um. Okay. I know you were talking about that earlier. I thought you were saying they just became an affiliate and you wanted to check them out. Oh, you mean you want me to become an affiliate so you can actually test it in the stream or something? I'm not sure I quite get it, I guess. Yeah, sounds good. And like I said, I'll look at the message in there after I'm done tonight too. Okay, I'll just type my Twitch channel in there too. It's no spaces, just Caleb the Rook. Um, just like that. So yeah, if you have a Twitch channel, definitely feel free to follow. I've already had a couple of guys that have done that and just followed me on both. Again, the YouTube is primarily just for discovery purposes, so pretty cool. But wow, this is really annoying. I'm like completely pinned up here. Hmm. I should probably just go there, but actually, that's funny. They haven't even taken my rook, so technically I should just move my rook. Maybe attack the queen? I like that. Getting out of the truck and everything. Okay. I didn't realize this was an emote. I think I just didn't read it. I saw the picture, but I didn't read it. Oh, it is just a picture there, and it says sample emote. Okay, I didn't read where it said sample emote, so I saw it sort of, but I glanced at it, didn't really understand. I should have caught on. If you're still there, I apologize that I missed that, Alex. I'm not sure if you left yet or not, but I guess you're probably still there. But the point, if you're not, and hopefully you'll see the message in Discord. But I got it. That's actually a pretty cool one. I like it. Oh, sweet, nice. That's good to see, and you're totally welcome to watch from either. Like I said, YouTube is primarily just to get more eyes on, but ultimately Twitch is like what I'm focusing on and what I'm trying to do. So um, that's really cool for anyone that does have an account on both. Oh yeah, cool. Thanks. I assumed you were. I mean, I'm still doing the same games, so it doesn't surprise me. I mean, if you left, that would be fine. But hey, cool. Thanks for the follow. Um, but yeah, I had a feeling you were still around. I am looking forward to playing. This is kind of challenging, but I think I might. We'll see what happens. Ooh, I can actually take that now. No, I can't. Shoot, it's still pinned. That's really annoying. Um, what if I go? Oh shoot, that's annoying. Uh, wow. This might just be over. It looked like it was pretty over anyway. Now I'm thinking even more so. This is. I really can hardly move the king. I could. Well, maybe I should. Maybe I should just move it out into the open here. And then the bishop isn't pinned. And my rook is hanging, but I guess there's nothing I can do about that. I was going to lose a rook anyway. Okay, let me see. That's really sad. I don't know. I should probably just resign, to be honest. Huh. I mean, the knight could attack, but then the bishop just takes the knight, and then the queen is still putting me in check, and I'm in no better of a position. So I guess the only thing good about that is it saves the rook. So that's something, I guess. Or they just take the rook, and then I take the bishop. And then, I don't know. It's probably just not good at all. Rook f8. Um, Rook f8 wouldn't have done anything much. They could have still moved the bishop, and it would have just not helped at all, I don't think. Because if they did, the rook f8 would not have attacked the queen, so they could have just moved the bishop anywhere, and it would have been a discovered check, and there's nothing I could do about it. I'm basically dead. I don't know why I'm still playing, to be honest. Okay, that was really weird. I thought they would do a discovered check, but I guess not. Yeah, I'm just hanging everything. There's no point in continuing this game. I did not want to win. They've been winning for a long time. I should have just quit a long time ago. Okay, I am ready to play. Oh, that's cool that you have the same picture. So I just accepted the friend request, so I'll check that out. If you're on, if you're not on, you can come in and I'll send you a challenge. And I'm probably not going to look at chat for a bit because it's a lot easier to play a 10-minute game if I'm not looking at chat, although there's been so much going on in there that I kind of hate to do that, but we'll see. It's been a good night, though. Okay. Okay. I'm going to scroll down a bit so we can see. There we go. Rating is pretty decent. I feel like mine was usually around within this range of 1250 to 1300 or so for a while, and then I slumped a lot, but I'm going to start doing puzzles again and hopefully I'll go back up. I basically taught myself the Scotch opening because most people, like, I just played it a lot, and then when I watched a video, it's like, oh, I do a lot of those things already, so it's kind of fun. Oh, wow, I wasn't even thinking about that. That's funny. This is probably just bad for me. Maybe not. That's what I expected, pretty much. Okay. Yeah, that was probably just not good. All right, cool. Thanks. I did send you a message in Discord. I did see the emote, so that's really cool. I like it, and I don't. You may have seen it already. I'm not gonna look at my Discord stuff again until after the stream, probably, because it's just I don't want to be responding to stuff and all that. But I just wanted to let you know I did take a look. I saw it before. I just didn't read the message underneath that it was an emote, and that's really neat. And I'm glad that's yeah, I like it. So I appreciate that. Oh, well, that's probably not good, but it kind of is okay, I guess. Okay. Alright, cool. Thanks. Sounds good. Appreciate it. I'll see you later. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, I should just do that. Just get the extra piece. Well, I guess it's technically not extra, but man, I can't believe I wanted to um, not castle so badly. Although their position doesn't look amazing either, so I guess I'm kind of okay with that. I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to take with the king because I like the idea of not completely giving myself an isolated pawn and stuff. Jeez, I'm never going to get to pick my moves. I need to just do stupid stuff, I guess. Oh my gosh, I'm scared. I totally forgot. At least they can't really do much with that because it's there are no pawns that can attack the knight, so I'm not really going to be in trouble for a while. Although I'll probably move the king soon, just for the sake of not risking anything. Okay, so I probably do need to just move the king now, just to make sure. The good news is, at least I have a very active king, and with queens off the board, I think I'm happy about that. So I'm gonna just get out of here. Staying on the light squares is probably not bad, and I can just do quite a bit here. Huh, I don't think I understand that super well, but I guess I'll take it. Okay, well, that's kind of annoying, but it's not. Actually, that's totally okay. I can handle that, I think. Yeah, I had a feeling. Actually, that's not bad. I can just take it and then they take, and that's kind of not that big of a deal. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait. That's interesting. I don't understand why they did that. That was a little bit weird, to be honest. Actually, no, it was fine. It gave them an extra pawn, so that made sense. Never mind. That is good. That was a good move. Da da da. Now what? Huh. Oh. Interesting. Actually, I should. I'm getting really active. I should just go. I shouldn't have said some of that stuff, though. Honestly, I probably shouldn't comment on every move. I mean, we're all able to make mistakes and we're all able to do well, and I could just miss something. Your moves can be way better than I think they are, and I might just be wrong, so I need to be careful about what I say. I apologize. Let's see. What am I going to do here? Ooh, very nicely done. Fine. Wait a second. It's not a check, so it doesn't matter. That was a good way to get rid of the extra pawn, though. You're doing well at doing all the sacrifices, making yourself get a little bit further, and you're actually leading now, so that's great. Actually, I guess not, because I have a piece and you have an extra pawn, so I just miscalculated. But you're doing well at uh, making it stay even, which is really cool. It is kind of weird that I got my king so active so early and kind of just. Okay. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. But really, I'm super inconsistent, so I can play very well, but I can also play very poorly. And it's, I never want to try to make myself sound better than somebody because I'm really not. Like, I'm a good player, but like, I can also be really bad. So I always like to just have a humility and just say, hey, today might be my day, but, you know, it doesn't really mean I'm great. It just means I happen to be doing well right now. And that may or may not be true next time. Um, wow. This is hard. And honestly, I haven't played anyone this high rated except Steve. You haven't met him yet because you came on after he was on. He's been on almost every day the last few days, and he's really good. He's rated 1728 right now. He was 1744, but I beat him once. But he's quite good, and I've only beat him the one time so far. So, but another thing I'm learning is part of why I'm having a hard time getting my rating up is there's really good people at all levels. So like, if I don't play well, I'm not gonna win, no matter what their rating is. And so it's really hard. It really takes the work to do well. Wow, that's a good move. That's kind of what I expected. I wasn't. I was hoping you'd do something different, but that's what I expected. Um. Hmm. Rats. Huh. Um, okay. You know, that's the other thing to take into consideration. You're good. You're really good for how little you've played. I mean, I wouldn't expect. I wouldn't expect you to be. Um, a lot of people are just starting to play, and that kind of makes me feel silly for some of the mistakes I make and so forth. Because I've been playing for over 20 years, and yet I feel like I'm having a hard time improving. I make the same mistakes over and over, and it's just really hard. So I'm really it's really cool that there are people that are as good as they are, even with the short amount of time they've actually played. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Some people don't want to win, or sorry, some people don't want to learn because it's hard or because it's, you know, whatever. And like Chutters, for example, is like, I don't know, some people just like Chutters because it's so simple. Um, I'm not sure why the resignation. My bishop can't take. I don't see how I can take you there. Um, I think I was just going to bring my king up, maybe try to take that pawn, but I don't feel like. I don't know if you had to resign there or if you. Or was that. Oh, shoot, sorry. That was. Oh, that was my time. Jeez, I forgot it was a 10-minute game. So that's crazy. I was thinking you quit for some reason. Never mind. Ha! That's hilarious. Sorry, I accidentally declined or something. That's really sad though. I keep forgetting it's 10-minute. When I play Steve, I play 30-minute games and so I have time to like look at chat also, but like technically I totally thought you resigned and it's like, "Oh no, I ran out of time." So, that's another big part of why my rating is lower though. I mean, I was really struggling for a long time, but the truth is I'm losing a lot of games on time. That's why Alex wanted a timing vote because I mean, time is a big part of the game if you're playing faster time controls, and I do run out of time a decent amount, so that would be kind of funny to spam the time emote when, um, when I run out or something. But I think I'm gonna quit looking at chat for now and really focus on this so that I can just. I mean, if I lose legitimately, that's great, but if I just lose on time, I don't feel as good about that. That's funny. Okay. That was probably not great. Oh well. I'm dead now. This is just not good for me. Oh, that was dumb. I wasn't even thinking. It's actually okay. At least I didn't get my queen taken. I was gonna castle, but I decided not to for some reason. I guess there's no point in trying to do anything. Oh my gosh. That's not good. Yeah, you're way better than you think you are because for just starting, I mean, this is incredible. Like, I probably can't even win, even if I don't run out of time. I might have last game, but there's no way I win this one. I don't think I'm playing too badly, but you're obviously doing really well, so I'm not sure what to think. Let's see. Wow, so if I take no, I don't like that. That's dumb. I can't believe this. I doubt it. I don't think so. You're already up a piece. It's actually showing that I have a lead. Hey, um, that's nice of you to say, but it's probably not right. I mean, you really, there's no, I don't really, I shouldn't be able to win this, to be honest. Ooh, that's not good either. Dang it, there's nothing good here. There really isn't. I had to do that. The alternative was to let you pin my queen to the king, so I had to make another stupid move. Okay, interesting. Okay, I was not expecting that, to be honest. Okay. I knew I couldn't. If I never get to make a move of my own, if I always have to be in check, it's kind of impossible to win. However, I'm just going to tell you, for the sake that you're new, um, this if your rook had ever come out of the back row and I had ever had an opportunity, I could have done queen to a1, and that would have checkmated you. So like back rank mates happen at all levels, but it's really common when you're really low or when you're newer. So that's definitely something to be aware of. You might want to move one of your king pawns up at some point, because it's easy to be in a position like you're in, but if you had happened to give me one free move, I would have potentially won. So just good to be aware of that for the future. Alright, I think I'm going to get going for the night, because it's been kind of a long day and I'm getting tired and it's getting close to midnight for me. So I think I'm gonna get going. So have a good night. I am gonna be on a lot tomorrow, uh, afternoon and evening, so you can catch me then. And I think I will host somebody, because I always forget to do that, but I think that would probably be a good idea. So I'm going to do that, I think. Um, let's see. I'm going to go to the chess channel and just pick somebody that has nobody or hardly anybody, because there's probably not very many people on anyway. And I'm just going to help somebody out who's got hardly anybody, so. Okay, good. I'm already on slow to high. Here we go. So I'm going to end, and then I will host them, and so you can stick around and check that out. Whoa, it really got smaller, I think. I'm not sure what happened there. All right.